the most powerful force to relieve ourselves of entity attachments, demonic energies, including also the entities. They almost seem like entities that we've created within that manifest and almost seem like it's coming from outside of ourselves when it's really built from within, from the wounding. The best tool of all the clearings that I've ever done was to be able to house love within my being. Hi everyone, I'm Nicole with Twin Flame Revolution. I'm one half of Twin Flame Revolution. I'm a consciousness mentor, channel, coach, motivational speaker, and I love life and I love you guys. So speaking about, throughout my journey, in the beginning of my journey, went through so much trauma and then, made decisions to choose different tools to deal with the fact that I was having a hard time with my emotions feeling. I was having a hard time being in my body. I was having a hard time wanting to live. I was having a hard time keeping my feet on earth. And so I picked up tools, I picked up food, I picked up women, I picked up drugs, I picked up alcohol. And, at the time not knowing that each thing that I chose to escape myself or to feel a lot, because sometimes I would get so numb and I couldn't feel at all, and I would choose these things to feel something. I didn't know that escapism and the distortions that came from that would lead me into lower vibration, right? Because we're taking our frequency back, baby. It would lower me into vibrations that would would attract energies that I would then connect to in some sort of way. So when I was under the influence of alcohol and drugs, and specifically alcohol, and really being inebriated and blocking my consciousness, right? Really blocking it, drowning it, like not allowing it to be fully, like your memory is so important. The data that you're taking, if you start to inebriate that data, it starts to come out in ways that really don't allow for us to manifest the things that we want, but we start to connect and we do things under the influence, specifically under the influence of any mind-altering substance. We start to make decisions and also energetically, spiritually making decisions that would allow for energies to come in, entities to come in, demonic energies, luciferic energies, really these satanic and different things that not even conscious, like you're not conscious of it, but then there's this level of subconscious that's actually, it's happening, right? And so then all of a sudden you have all these connections to all these things. So just understand that when you're starting to come out of those decisions, choices, thought forms, you start to heal those traumas, those things that you have connected with, those things that you broke bread with, those things that you have sat with, those things that you have merged with at times, those things, they're going to show themselves before they leave your energy field. They're going to show themselves before they leave your field. They're going to show themselves before you are willing to say goodbye. And so many times when we're at that moment, that pivotal moment of releasing choices, releasing connections to certain things within ourselves, where we start to correct. We go into the wound and we start to look at it and we start to sit with it and we start to heal it and we start to bring love into it and we start to forgive self and others and we start to surrender and we start to let go and we start to do that. The light is pouring in. It's pouring in. That frequency is really high frequency. And so all of a sudden, those things around you, you was food, yo. You was a really good food source for many things and people, not just energies outside bodies, but also incarnate energies. You have been food. And I said before, we're taking our frequency back. You're taking your frequency back, allowing that high frequency to be pulsating so that you could be in that alignment, so that you could see from higher level, so that you can walk and you can be conscious. Your subconscious can be conscious so that when you are trudging through this beautiful friggin' earth journey, in this human body form, that you could be free and you could keep your energy to yourself, that sovereign being that you are. But understanding that there's that little moment of shift that has to happen. There's that moment where it's painful. There's that moment where we have to look at the vows that you made with those energies. There's that moment where you're looking at those curses and spells that were taking place when you were under the influence. We have to look at those energies you plugged into by any addiction, even if it's not a mind-altering substance, anything that you have done to keep yourself from you. Any choices that you are making to not look at self and not surrender and not accept yourself and not accept who you are and not allow yourself to see yourself. You're doing it. You know, Dove and I don't talk about it a lot, but when we work with clients, we work with a lot of spiritual like warfare, right? Dealing with certain energies, different forms, different dimensions, you know? And I can tell you that the one thing that clears those energies from your field more than any other thing, no matter what you do, whether you smudge yourself, cold paw yourself, sage the hell out of yourself, clearings, it's about getting close to that love within. Because when that love is pulsating, that love for you and that love for this planet and others, that love there are no energies that can house in that energy. They cannot house in that energy. They do not want to break bread in that energy. They do not want to stay around that energy. It's not a safe radio station. It's not the same shit. Bringing yourself back to you, bringing yourself back to love, bringing yourself back to forgiveness, bringing yourself back to connection with all things God, yourself, bringing yourself back to loving and compassion and kindness. Oh, that stuff scares the dark. That stuff makes the dark run. And you are beautiful, and I love you, and you're doing amazing. I see you. Have a blessed day. Light and love. Bye.